What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Saturday evening's Anfield Agenda transfer news roundup. As always, we're going to take you through the very latest around Florian Wirtz's move to Liverpool. We're going to tell you who's making a move for Harvey Elliott, or at least who's inquired about the availability of the player. Johnny Heitinga has completed his move to Ajax. We're going to talk about that and what it means for Arne Slot's backroom staff as well. That and a midfielder that Real Madrid are making a move for. Good news. It isn't our boy Alexis McAllister. It is somebody who has been linked with Liverpool though, so we'll take you through that and lots more over the next few minutes. You know the score though. I want to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on this video if you enjoy it, and of course we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. So look, I'm not going to hang around today. I'm not going to tease you with the thumbnail wording or anything. There has been some murmurings of a potential breakthrough in the situation with Florian Wirtz. Now, we're not going to run big with this one because we can't substantiate it with a second source just yet. We have been frantically messaging and phoning around, trying to see if anybody else has heard what has fallen into our laps, but because we haven't got that clarification yet, we don't feel comfortable in saying it. But what I do feel comfortable in saying is I would be amazed if Florian isn't on a plane by Monday to come over and partake in his Liverpool medical. Obviously, the two clubs at the minute are just working out the structure of the deal. So it's believed that the initial offer was refused by Leverkusen. Liverpool then tweaked it a little bit and went back. And of course, there has been some talk over a potential player being included in that deal. Now, what I can find out and what I really just do not know is who that player that Leverkusen are looking for is. If you're looking for an educated guess on it, you'd look at the likes of Elliott, Kwanzaa, maybe Kelleher, a couple of other options perhaps. But for right now, this is what we do know for certain. The clubs are deep in negotiation. He's obviously with the German national team now as they prepare for their Nations League semi-final game. And if there is movement, which I think there will be in the next day or so, he will be on a plane over to do his medical, and then he will go back, meet up with the German team, and of course take part in the Nations League. So for now, here's what we do know. Paul Joyce has said that it is understood that Arne Slot's blueprint for Florian Wirtz was instrumental in convincing the player his development is best served on Merseyside. And this is something that has been put through by a lot of publications to suggest that he wasn't really won over by what Vincent Kompany had to say to him, or the fact that he would have had to share some of those important number 10 duties with the likes of Jamal Musiala. So Arne Slot offered Florian Wirtz ownership of the number 10 role, according to Christian Falk. So you can see Arne Slot, Liverpool, going big here to bring him in. I wish I could tell you what fell in my lap today, because if it is true, then we can be very excited that this deal has had a breakthrough in it. If you do see something over the next 12 hours or so, don't be surprised. But I can't yet run with it because I need a second source. We never run anything on here without getting that second source confirmed. But let me just say, all things are trending in the right direction and certainly nothing to be concerned about. Moving on though, we want to talk a little bit about Johnny Heitinga, because he has now officially left his role with Liverpool to join Ajax as their new head coach. Thank you to Johnny Heitinga for his work this season with Arne Slot and Sipke Hulshoff in delivering that Premier League title. As we mentioned yesterday as well, Pep Lijnders in discussions to become one of the coaches at Manchester City. We'll let you guys make your own mind up on that one. And one little bit of a heartwarming thing before we move into a story about Elliott and a couple of other bits and pieces. We all know the little legend that is Isaac Carney. Well, he's done a lovely little video welcoming Jeremy Frimpong to Liverpool Football Club, and Jeremy has already won the hearts of Liverpool fans by jumping in to reply to say thank you for the warm welcome, Isaac. Absolute legend, both of them, two absolute legends, and lovely to see these type of things. Frimpong making good moves already. So let's talk a little bit about Ekitike, because Connor knew I mispronounced that one, by the way. Ekitike, I think that one's right, isn't it? Ekitike, there we go, I've got it right, Ekitike, just have to remember that one now, Craig. So the latest from Christian Falk on Ekitike, see, I'm going to just keep saying it now, bragging like I've known how to pronounce it all along. Chelsea hold the advantage over Liverpool for Hugo Ekitike. Chelsea are already in dialogue with the player side and could soon get serious, but Liverpool are also still in the race, despite the upcoming record transfer of Florian Wirtz. Now, look, I'm not convinced by Ekitike. I'm not, especially at the type of money being mentioned. Now, I will give him my full backing like any other Liverpool fan if he becomes a Liverpool player. But it just doesn't excite me too much, the idea of this transfer. We do need a number 9. And look, who am I to second guess Arne Slot and the recruitment staff? I don't know. Just something about this one, the price being mentioned, it just feels a little bit inflated to me. But let me know your thoughts on it. We will, I guess, see soon enough. Chelsea have already brought in Liam Delap. So, you know, are they going to continue to keep bringing in player after player? Well, it looks that way. Now we move on to the Real Madrid midfield addition or potential addition that we mentioned. It isn't Alexis McAllister, so you've no need to worry about that one. But this piece here coming out of Fikahe, so again, massive pinch of salt, say that Real Madrid have reached an agreement over personal terms with Angelo Stiller. A fee could be agreed in the coming days with Stuttgart for around €60 million. Obviously, Stiller was a player that Liverpool had been linked with a move for. As I sit here, entirely honestly, I don't know what's going on at centre-back. I don't know if Liverpool are looking to bring in a midfielder or who that might be. And like I mentioned last night on the stream, I don't know what's going on up top either and who Liverpool's preference is for the number 9. The only three that I've really been informed on is the situation with Frimpong, Wirtz and with Milos Kerkez. Nothing to worry about with those three. It's just a matter of time. But let me know on this one. Will Angelo Stiller, maybe if he does go to Madrid, will that lessen some of the palpitations we've all had about Madrid maybe coming in looking to sign Alexis McAllister? It'll certainly help with me. Now, let's move on to talk about another Real Madrid target. And this one is Miles Lewis-Skelly of Arsenal. Real Madrid have been alerted to the potential availability of Miles Lewis-Skelly, writes The Guardian. The 18-year-old has just 1 year left on his Arsenal contract and negotiations over an extension are not going well. It'll be lovely to see Arsenal fans stand and applaud him if he does go to join Real Madrid, and not be the massive hypocrites that we know that they will be, because of course they would be within their rights to be annoyed if a player of theirs came through. Now multiply that over 20 years with the club and maybe you'll get a feeling of how some of us Liverpool fans have been feeling lately. But yeah, let's keep an eye on this one and Saliba as well, and let's see how Arsenal fans react to it. Now, Harvey Elliott. Matt Thielen has posted to say Borussia Dortmund have made contact with Harvey Elliott's representatives to register their interest in the 22-year-old. It looks to me like Elliott's going to move on this summer. His body language and, the end of the final game of the season kind of showed how upset he was. We know how much Harvey loves the club and there'll be no shortage of offers for him. We know a couple of clubs in the Bundesliga are interested, and we certainly know Premier League clubs interested as well. Wolves, Newcastle, among a host of clubs who would happily sign Harvey Elliott. The asking price, we believe, for Liverpool is somewhere between £35-40 million based off reports. But I want to know, where do you guys think Harvey Elliott will end up and where is the best fit for him? For me, honestly, wherever he goes and plays football, I don't mind. As long as he doesn't end up at Manchester City, I'll be good about it. Or United, of course, but he's not going to end up there. Some mad reports, though, hoping that I think it was Mark Ogden of ESPN said that Kelleher should go and join United. Really? I mean, he'd be good enough because he's better than Onana, but I don't know. Does Crevin want to go down that many levels when he joins a new club? Who knows? Let's wait and see. So look, ladies and gentlemen, just to recap again, it looks as if the Wirtz deal, at least from the bit of information we had, has had a breakthrough. What I can tell you is if there is still a player included in it, that I don't know. We will be back tomorrow, 8:45 for the late night agenda. But if anything does break and if Florian Wirtz is on a plane over to have his medical, you bet your backside I'll be on here to talk about it later on tonight. Until then, or maybe tomorrow, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. And thank you for watching. We'll catch up soon, my friends. Much love. Bye-bye.